afternoon, good day, dear friends. Can you hear me well? Please tell me if you can hear me. As before, I had a problem with my microphone. Well, I see your yeses, your pluses. Thank you very much. Sorry, I was a bit delayed as there was another phone call. There was another meeting, Zoom meeting. Who is our today's host? Okay, yes. Look, the weeks fly so fast. I met you last Thursday from our office in Vilnius, the office of the IT IT company, a very prominent IT company of IT developers located in Vilnius. And with Valentin, we were in Zurich and then Vilnius. We actually had a lot of exchanges and communication. And 1 week since we came back from our foreign trips, 1 week has already flown. So there are 2 slides only, as we are too busy to prepare slides with the figures, with the statements, as our webinars are translated into 12 languages. So therefore, my slides are only with pictures, but I will dwell on each of them for you to get general understanding of what is going on. So what we are now busy with. In the Russian room, they can get the Russian translation, the German translation. No, it's not in person, this is in German. It seems that now everything is fine. Well, the latest updates, the fresh news you may have read in the back offices and in the chat is that we started registration at our exchange, unit exchange. Many people were looking forward to getting their referral links. Hopefully you all found one under whom you will register at the exchange. And we planned to launch verification at our exchange this Monday through such a platform as Global Pass. Global Pass is a Swiss company that is verifying users globally, but not by uploading your passport or taking a picture of your face. But it turned out that Global Pass has their employees called compliance officers who actually check in case verification of a user is not done automatically, then they write a letter that the passport is scanned badly or the video of your face is of bad quality. And when during at the test server in test space of the exchange, we tried to go through Global Pass. And what challenges did we face last week when we tested this verification system? Most users, testers, they were not the testers who actually were selected after the event exchange testers. No, this time the test was done by our IT people, and they went through verification process. And we realized that many passports are uploaded with very vague image, and there are low resolution cameras, and we received the feedback from Global Pass that there are too many poor quality verifications, and verification is not done automatically. It should be handled manually by Global Pass compliance officers. And in 4 days, starting from last Friday up to this Monday, in 4 days, at our exchange, there were over 30,000 partners registered. And there was a question. In case we now launch verification at the exchange and refer our 30,000 partners to Global Pass will actually make a bill for manual verification from 1.5 to 2 euro per each user verification. So if everything is fast, then the fee will be 1.5 euro, or in case they need to exchange 5 communications saying that the picture of your passport is bad and some other documents are of poor quality, then the fee is higher, up to 3 euro per each user. There is such the word credentials for each function and each task performed with the user profile. The charge is 20 cents. And in case everything is uploaded well, then the fee is low. But after the first round of testing, we realized that to verify our 30,000 partners, users, we would spend roughly 100,000 euro simply because of your phone cameras are of poor quality, or some receipts from the residential address, and exchange hasn't been started yet, and we don't have any revenues at the exchange. It has the empty settlement account, and it cannot transfer a payment to Global Pass for our potential users. We have 30,000, and Global Pass says, well, make a deposit of at least 50,000 and we will start verifying your users. And after discussing this with the top managers of the company and the management of Global Pass as well, we found out that Global Pass will verify partners not from exchange only, but from payment system and UGPay back office when people buy World CRU tokens. Next slide, please. This is the schematic view of Global Pass servicing all our 3 lines of business: Global Unit Pay, UGPay, and Unit Exchange, and potentially all the other companies that are in our holding. Their clients may come to Global Pass and go through verification process, but in a repeated way, none of these companies will pay for the verification. You are to verify through Global Pass once, single time, and the fee is paid by the company from which the first time a client comes, and then the client actually ticks in the back office that you may use my personal data in the payment system, for instance, Global Unit Pay, or I have registered at Unit Exchange and I agree, I give your consent to use my personal data from Unit Exchange, and then the second fee will not be charged. I don't understand whether you understand this process and the cost efficiency at which stage and from which platform. First of all, we should allow or make the people through the Global Pass verification. Look, these figures at the bottom, number 1, 2, 3, is simply for you to indicate that most of our partners need good payment system first. Global Unit Pay is our payment system where you can order a bank card, and this card includes a lot of functions. Actually, you can top up your account with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and vice versa. If in your card you have Euro or USD, you can buy Bitcoin and Ethereum inside this payment system, Global Unit Pay. And accordingly, if our partners go to the back office of Global UGPay, so to buy tokens, then we recommend them to open an account with Global Unit Pay and issue a virtual card. They do not need to wait for the plastic card to reach your address, as the shipment takes 2-3 weeks, and there is Christmas time quite soon. Then quite likely you will get your plastic card only in January, whereas virtual card is issued instantly after in Global Unit Pay you verify, you press a button, create a virtual card, you pay 5 or 10 euro depending on your risk level, and it is immediately accessible to you for your use. And you may top up it from any other bank card, Sberbank or Citibank, any card you have. And you can actually top it up with Bitcoin, Ethereum, or go to ATM as soon as you have your plastic card and withdraw fiat money, or in case it is virtual, you can pay with this for your sales, for your shopping on the internet. And as soon as average will be connected to Global Unit Pay, the bonuses that now you withdraw into Bitcoin or Ethereum, you can actually withdraw them to this card of Global Unit Pay. The payment system Global Unit Pay is like a link, a bridge that will serve all our companies, UGPay Group, Unit Exchange, including UGain, Average, the Academy of Private Investor, and so on and so forth. And we plan to launch, so to allow our partners to go to the platform of Global Unit Pay next week. So now we are finalizing this process. So the final tasks are being finalized. So the recruitment of the staff, including compliance officers, helping to verify and authorize them at the website of the payment system. And you indicate your home address where to ship your plastic card. So once a week, a package is made and it is delivered through express delivery or of DHL or any other post service. And this way, these expenditures for or the costs of verification will be paid by the payment system. In case you order your card of €5, this verification is free compared to your verifying at the exchange without buying anything, without depositing, without trading. Look, nothing happens at the exchange except for verification. And we believe there is no sense in spending the money for the verification through Global Pass if we can actually refund this money. So, look, our top managers are good at calculating money. They are not in a hurry. Let's do it quickly, fast, verify quickly. And what is the next? The next, we will wait for global unit pay to be functional, but we have 30,000 persons registered, and this debt is on the Estonian company. But Estonian company is not ready. The exchange is not ready to be in debt as there is no trading. Therefore, at the exchange, this module verification will be actually denounced, will be made defunctional, and only registration. For UGPay group, in the back office, you may see packages with World CRU tokens. UGPay group has an account open in Global Unit Pay payment system, and every day, by taking tiny steps, we move on to see this Global Unit Pay visible in our back offices. UGPay group, and there you may follow the link and get to the platform of the Global Unit Pay, and you can order this card. What happens when all our partners have these cards, either virtual or plastic? Then through this payment system, you can open a deposit at the exchange almost with no commission to be paid, and vice versa. Your CRU you may sell for US dollars, you convert them, and they are transferred to your card. And in case you want urgently to sell your CRUs and transfer them into Bitcoins or Advocash payment system, no matter what, only give me a chance to sell my CRUs. But these are single incidents, and the management of the company is taking care about our future of our global community. Look, in the event today, 30,000 customers or partners are given to Advocash. They will not even thank us if today from our exchange or our back office 30,000 or 50,000 clients are referred to Advocash or any other payment system. Look, our intention is that our partners benefit from this payment system, Global Unit Pay. First of all, it is user-friendly, it saves your money, it's easy inside the system. You can transfer money, euro and Swiss francs. Now, only these three currencies are available, and I believe now you all want to learn when trading starts at the exchange and when we have our blockchain. By the way, 23 minutes ago, I finished our negotiations with the company who will carry out technical audit. First of all, we wanted to procure technical audit for the exchange, but then we realized that we need to procure it for blockchain as well. And tomorrow, blockchain developers actually hand over to us the design of our wallets, and starting from next Monday, we will start testing how functional they are, and the head of this technical audit team said the following: if I see that you are ideal and you are ready for the production stage by the 15th of December, then I will sign the document that your blockchain, your exchange are in full compliance with high European standards. I will issue ICO under the Swiss laws, so this compliance standard, and then you can attach this certificate to your exchange, and in case something happens, you are hacked, then you have the technical audit report specifying that you were inspected for the potential of being hacked, so the hacking of 51, and in case I see the high extent of readiness and by the 15th of December we get all these documents, then we launch trading on the 15th of December. But in the event we realize that there are some malfunctions, there are some bugs, and this technical audit, this company will tell us, look, we cannot guarantee and we may not issue the compliance certificate as there are still some bugs in your system, as this document is submitted to the insurance company and the insurance company insures the exchange for the total amount of money in circulation, and we understand the potential of our exchange. It is worth millions of US dollars, and no one will gamble its license. The company, this technical audit team, will never gamble its license in case they issue this document to us that they found the exchange to be compliant, but in case one day after there are some troubles, they risk to lose that license. And he says,
if by the 15th of December we do not make it on time and the New Year's Eve is quite close and the Christmas is close too, and the entire banking sector goes on vacation, even sometimes the crypto sector experiences some slowdown and reduced activity, plus compliance officers and support service are not obliged to be working on holidays like the 30th or 31st of December or 25th of December. So if we don't make it by the 25th, by the 15th of December, then the whole launch of the trading and the blockchain will happen in January. We'll go to the new year. Yeah, this is my news for you. I know for some of you that news might be upsetting, but you are all our partners. You're all co-owners of the company. And if you want to have a good night's or calm sleep, meaning not to worry that your wallet is going to be hacked, or if your deposit on the crypto exchange, if you sell like $1 million worth of CRUs, won't go anywhere, because the verification or the whole inspection of that Swiss company will give us that assurance. So I personally don't want to be worrying on my Christmas or New Year's Eve's holidays, just because we were in a hurry and we launched it before we did all the necessary inspections. Guys, if that news is upsetting for you, I totally share your emotions, and I know that many of you are in very strong anticipation. But guys, there are technical risks, and I personally don't want to assume any responsibility for those risks. And I'm sure Andre is not willing to assume responsibility for those risks. And our IT guys also say that, yeah, the exchange is ready. We're ready to be audited, but we would be more calm if that audit is carried out by the independent third party. And that independent third party um, will have to do a very thorough inspection. We tested our exchange with 100 people, but that's peanuts, that's nothing. If the exchange is to be tested, it should be tested at the extreme loads. For example, we need to see how many transactions our blockchain is able to process in 1 second, for example. And when we do all those due diligence and the inspection by the Swiss company, then we're going to have that certificate, like the blockchain has been inspected, and at the maximum load, it can handle 5 or 10,000 transactions per second. For now, we can only make a statement, declare that this is our design capacity, but the real capacity can be checked only in live mode. And then we will get our opinion, expert opinion, that our exchange complies with the highest quality standards. And also, I would like to tell you a few words about the rules that the Europeans use to inspect technical products. Whereas before, we wanted to make a contract with a Russian company. It's an IT company in the Russian analog of Silicon Valley. They are, by the way, auditing the major mobile operator, two even mobile operators in Russia. And they also participated and won numerous tenders on public procurement. Quite a serious company. But what they do is they inspect purely the technical part, the so-called penetration test. It's test against backdoors, hacking, DDoS attacks. Whereas the European company does not only check the technical part, but also it checks all the employees that are involved in the development of that blockchain. Well, they're not using the lie detector, the polygraph, but they use live interviews with a camera recording, and then the employees will have to honestly answer quite tricky questions like how you did that, how did you do that. And there was a case when they were checking a Spanish exchange, and the developers left a backdoor in their code. It seems like everything is ideal. They handed over, they commissioned the exchange. Nobody could hack it from outside, but they noticed one thing when the exchange was launched, that those developers that were developing it, they sent during the verification a PDF file, and in that PDF file, they embedded a software that gave them access to the admin rights, and they hacked the exchange. It looked as if it happened from outside, but it happened from inside. And as the CEO of that Swiss company told us, 90% of hacking of the exchange happens from inside, not outside. Very rarely an exchange is hacked from outside. Usually all the hack attacks are happening from inside. Either they social engineered your password to your email. Quite simple things, but a lot of people are testing their exchange for loads and number of transactions, and nobody is noticing simple things. And that company has like 11 years of working in the crypto world, and they face quite a lot of situations in their experience. They will be checking our IT developers as well. It's, as I said, it's social engineering. It's like social engineering inspection, whether those IT guys, IT developers left a loophole for themselves after commissioning the project. maybe they will be able to get access to the system after they deliver the project and are dismissed. So those are the results of our trip to Switzerland and Minsk. And so for now, we have that tentative deadline of the 15th of December. And if we are able to launch it, we launch it. If not, then guys, as I said, we'll have to push it back to after the New Year's Eve, because it's gonna be Christmas and New Year's Eve holidays. So do not send your tickets to our support service complaining, because, well, it's gonna upset everyone. And still, we will depend on the outcome of the primary audit. And by the 15th of December, we should already know the quality and the degree of preparedness of our blockchain. And if we, again, as I have said, if we do not launch on the 15th of December, we will know the ultimate deadline in January when we go through the technical audit. Well, I guess this is it as far as the news is concerned. The next slide is, as you can see, questions and answers. Can we separate blockchain and the exchange? Well, since the audit will be applied to the blockchain too, I don't think there is any point in separating blockchain and exchange or launching one without the other. Well, maybe it's for you to be able to sell your tokens to each other. Then we'll have dozens of chats in Telegram, like I buy, I sell CRUs. We already went through that. We opened the internal exchange for the CRU points in our back offices when you could send CRUs to another partner using their logging. So the crypto wallet works according to the same system. You have crypto tokens, you know the address of the other wallet, you send your CRUs and you receive money in exchange. But when those chats were working, a lot of people were buying CRUs at 5 cents, at 2 cents. I even now know people who made agreements with partners that when the blockchain and crypto wallet would be launched, I'm gonna buy your CRU tokens at 12 cents. Although we all perfectly understand that on the 15th of September, when we had an internal exchange, the token price was as high as 20 cents. And on the exchange, you won't be able to buy our CRU tokens at 5 or 10 cents. I think the minimum threshold is going to be 20 cents. And that internal bucket shop, it's called, is is abused. And people who do not attend our webinars might be contacted by quote unquote businessmen, entrepreneurs, who are gonna make them offers like, let me buy your CRUs at 5-10 cents. And people will sell their CRUs without even knowing that there is an exchange out there at which they can sell their CRUs at a higher price. And if there is any kind of voting at the strategical department and the ambassadors council, I will vote against launching crypto wallets without the exchange, because there will be a lot of fraud with tokens. People will be taking tokens without transferring the money. I went through that with both Bitcoins and Ethereum, when people were literally cheated out of their money, when there was no real exchange, when they tried to make personal sales and purchases of cryptocurrency. And it's quite a serious thing, behind each token there is money and real assets. So do not be in a hurry to get rid of them, because our CRU tokens are a valuable asset which allows you to stake them and receive loyalty program bonuses. Then you can stake them, as I said, and receive UNTBs. And if you stake unlocked CRUs, you're gonna get unlocked CRUs too for as a reward for staking. Plus, those world CRUs will yield you profit bonuses as well. As for the bank cards tariffs, guys, I think that the information is going to be given at the closed webinar. Valentin and I were on Monday in the air. We were flying back, and we didn't have time to prepare the slides for the open webinar on Saturday with regard to cards. But we are going to prepare the detailed description for the cards and the tariffs by the closed webinar Saturday. But the publicly available information or open information will be published anyways on our website and in the YouTube Pay website as well. The information about the bank cards, I mean, the price of the MasterCard, you might have seen it in the form when you filled it in. The virtual card costs from 5 to 10 euros. And of course, there are certain commissions for topping up your card, for transfer of funds, for withdrawal, or for conversion into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the other way around, as in all banking systems. And if the card is unlimited, like a platinum card for 500 euros, when I say unlimited, what does it mean? Well, I might be mistaken, but let's say the platinum card has 100,000 euros as its limit, including the withdrawal of cash. And for some of the transactions, you don't pay commission. You pay a lot at once, but then you don't pay anything else. If you buy the cheap card, like the one for at 50 euros, then you're gonna pay commissions. We will show and explain all those types of cards, and you will make your choice. And I think the design of those cards is quite nice. I'm not sure whether our information service had time to prepare the news. If not, then by the next closed webinar, we will prepare that information. Now, dear friends, there was one more important question. I see that we have at least 20 minutes. There was a question from our Elena, our leader, Ellen, leader from the Netherlands, regarding the taxes. If we start our trading on the exchange and we sell our tokens, CRU tokens, we will have an income. How do we declare that income if we bought educational packages and received CRU points as a gift? It turns out that our primary initial cost for the taxation authority is zero. The initial cost of CRU points is zero because you got them as a gift. So many of you think that if you bought an educational package for $1,000 and you received CRU points, then people divide $1,000 by the number of CRUs that they got. And what they have in their head is a figure. That's I bought those tokens at 10 cents, say, or 12 cents. But truth be told, you did not buy tokens. You bought EIPs, educational informational packages, video courses, and CRU points were given you as a gift. Therefore, for the purposes of taxation, the initial price of each CRU point is zero, as is the case with the UNTB tokens. You stake your CRUs or world CRUs on the blockchain wallet, and you receive UNTBs for free as a result, as a reward for your staking or mining. We can call it that. And when you place a sell order on the exchange, the minimum price will be 1 cent for the UNTB token. And maybe after several hours of trades, that cent can turn into 5 cents. And again, your initial price for your UNTB will be zero because you mined them for free, whereas the sell price will be the one that you sold it at the exchange. And from all that income that you receive from the sale of your tokens on the exchange, you will have to pay a tax. And each country has its own income tax for individuals. We cannot really know in what country how much people have to pay as their income tax. If you want to report to the taxation authorities on the sale of CRUs, you can take the statement from the exchange that you performed that transaction, that's how much money you gained. I I don't know whether the Netherlands have any reporting forms for bitcoins, because sometimes people buy bitcoins at $3,000, then they wait for 2-3 years. Now it's $18,000 is what they sell them at. In Germany, I know that the sale of purchase of bitcoin is free of taxation. It's free of tax. I don't know what the rules are for every particular country, whether the taxation applies to income from cryptocurrencies for physical individuals in your particular country. The taxation related issues should be clarified with the taxation authorities, either a taxation inspector or the taxation counselor. I know that in Russia there is a so-called open doors day. It's when you can go and ask questions to the taxation authorities freely. And people think that if they go and ask questions to the taxation authorities, they will be immediately arrested, fined, or will have their money taken away from them. There is nothing bad in you asking a question to the taxation authorities at your place of residence and tell them your story. Like I'm participating in a cryptocurrency project. There is a blockchain, there are tokens. I want to receive them as a result of, well, we cannot call it mining, but as a result of staking. You'll explain the process on the blockchain wallet. So what kind of taxes I need to pay on that? And people that say that you can Google it up, of course you can Google it up. There are countries where you cannot handle cryptocurrencies at all.
There are countries where the government bans, in Palestine, for instance, even the death penalty for mining, and some other countries with very weak power network. And should people mine bitcoins, they consume a lot of power, and therefore it is prohibited to mine there. But it is proof of work mining, and you should explore what is prohibited. Bitcoin mining, because power is consumed, but in our case it's not mining, this is staking. If you see there is no ban on staking, then it is allowed. On the exchange, people opened the user agreement, and they saw some restrictions for the countries: United Arab Emirates, Oman, Saudi Arabia, mostly Muslim countries. And these countries have some restrictions on the use of exchange, because in the Quran, in these Muslim states, the gambling is banned, and exchange trading implies some gambling, that a person enters the exchange and gets this gambling spirit, starts selling, buying, which is prohibited by the religion, not by the state, by the religion. And therefore, what you can see on the website, there are some restrictions for some countries. Under the Estonian law, The user should be kept aware in case you are a user from this country and there are restrictions in your country. You are informed by us that you are fully responsible, and trading on exchange will not be something illegal. Not the company as such doesn't allow users to register on the exchange, but the laws and regulations applicable in the states of residence of the users set some restrictions. Therefore, in case your partners ask why it is said this, why cannot I register? So actually, yes, you can register, but please be mindful of the rules and regulations of your country. I believe that the latest questions about the exchange verification and the timing, I more or less answered all of them. I will look through. We have a question. In the instructions, it is written down that the user's name, when you register on the exchange, there should be Latin letters used and digits. I didn't read this instruction and I register without figures, and the registration was accepted, and I confirmed it through my email. No problems there will be. We extended this recommendation for a person to create the login that should not copy the email, because in 90% of cases of all our partners of the Academy of Private Investor, login is equal to email, which is not safe at all. In case you show the interface of the exchange at the top, they will see your login. But in case your login is the same with your email address, then they may see, wow, this person has on the exchange 10,000 US dollars. I know his email. Now I will try to find the password and will steal this money from his exchange account, as this is your access to your account on the exchange. Therefore, login could be anyone, a queen, a sun, a star. But why do you need numbers? If your login is without figures, then the system will notify you that this login is not acceptable anymore, and then you add additional numbers and you are actually registered. These are not stringent requirements, but a recommendation not to use as your login your email address. But in case you have your email for the Academy of Private Investor, you can do it. If you don't want to make a separate login for exchange, then don't show your email showing or demonstrating on your screen that you can trade on the exchange and it is functional. These are safety requirements to follow. Yes, there is another frequently asked question, by the way. Partners top up money to the personal account to buy CRU points on the internal exchange, and this money is in the main account, and I topped up through the bank card, and a part from the bonus has been transferred. So look, if you top up the money from the bank cards, contact the support team. They will validate that the transaction has been carried out. You will actually submit your request for withdrawal for those who topped up through bank cards. If you bought internal currency, then the withdrawal to the cards would be through the way you get it. If you bought internal currency units, then you need to find the one who will buy these units now, and only through those mechanisms, the main account, you may withdraw these units from the back office. Units to the exchange, they won't get there. These are different legal entities. Units are in the back office, and they are owned either by the Academy of Private Investor or Crypto Unit Company, and the exchange is an Estonian company, and no way money from this company may automatically go to that company, only through withdrawal into Bitcoin or Ethereum or the bank card, and transfer or top up of your funding onto the exchange. Units for the purchase from the back office. No, you may not. You buy a card from the Swiss payment system, and again, units will not get to that, to our own payment system card. Well, dear friends, this webinar is very short. Thank you very much for your participation, and looking forward to meeting you next time. Bye bye and stay classy.